Hey everybody, welcome back to part 3 of the Jill Real Survival No Damage Run. Uh, you may notice about a little bit of a ringing in the video. I do apologize with that. It's weird. Sometimes if I record things and I don't like mute my microphone or something like that, it does this weird buzzing sound during it. So hopefully my talking will drown it out. You may notice it more on the silent bits. So I'm just gonna try talking more. So we left off finishing off the guardhouse. I'm not gonna skip the doors because I wouldn't be able to skip all of them anyways. So I just left them in there for this video. It is what it is. It's gonna be an hour long anyways. So I'm trying to squeeze in all the bits that have the ringing in it. So I just dropped the ink ribbon off. We don't need to drop anything off because we don't want to, because we're not going back to the guardhouse and we don't want to leave anything there.
Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Brad! Shit. It's broken.
I'm pretty sure Jill says like shit the radio's broken like 2 or 3 times. Alright, so when we come back here, there's gonna be dogs here, so we're gonna take them out. And I get incredibly lucky here too. I even remember this bit. Because I wanted to take out this one, but for some reason he noticed me beforehand, and then the other one tried to do a little curve around and get me, and I caught him. So, lucky that, but if he caught me then, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Just, you know, start over and try again later. But yeah, that dog woke up, because normally you could sneak up on him, you just walk towards him, but as soon as I started moving, he was getting ready to attack. So through here, if you take like a precise line, you can do it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the snake that's already coiled up right here. Yeah. That way, mitigate any risk of him basically attacking us and possibly poisoning us. So, just kill him. Get him out of the way. And, pretty much everything is a straight shot back to the mansion. We're going to run into a new enemy type here pretty soon. Once we get back to the mansion. Yeah, I really do apologize about the ringing. I tried to do what I could to get rid of it. Hopefully it's not driving you too crazy. Luckily yes, there's now a dagger on the ground and some more shotgun shells. Hell, by the time I get done with this playthrough, I got way too much ammo than I know what to do with. So, that's always a plus, right? Once we get in here, we'll round this corner and then we'll get a cutscene. Introducing a new enemy, the Hunter. Sorry for yawning there. We don't need to worry about him. We're just going to go run in here, and then we're going to equip the self-defense gun. This is the one enemy we were using it for, this Hunter. Then we're going to post up right here, and we're going to equip the Magnum. We're going to wait for this Hunter to jump down, shoot him in the back. Well, for the most part, the Magnum sometimes can kill him in one shot. He did for me, so I wasted a shotgun shell there, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, if the Hunter doesn't die there, then just equip the shotgun and finish them off that way. But yeah, mostly you can finish off the hunter in one magnum shot. Alright, so we're going to go into this item box and we're going to drop off some stuff to prepare for the next run in the mansion. We're going to drop the self-defense gun because that's pretty much useless now. We're also going to drop off the magnum rounds. And I believe we'll drop off the magnum. I think the only thing we're going to want to take with us is it would drop the crank off too because we're not going to need it. I think the only thing we're going to take with us is the shotgun and the key. Was I having a brain fart there for a minute? Well, I sat there staring at the box. I was trying to remember exactly what I was supposed to be doing here. Yeah, see, we'll drop off the magnum. And just moving the lighter out of the way. Yeah, I dropped the crank off. So the only thing we're going to take is the shotgun and the key. That's what I thought. Because we're going to want to pick up a bunch of stuff. And we want to make sure our inventory's free. And that's the reason why we killed those hunters, because we are going to be making a trip back here at least once or twice. We'll go through that room quite often. Yeah, I was like, if I wasn't doing a no damage run, I probably would have just re-recorded this instead of just, you know, keeping the buzzing in there. But yeah, since like I didn't even notice it until after I'd finished it and I was hearing it back. I need to remember if I'm not gonna be like talking on the mic, doing live commentary, then I need to mute. I have to mute the controller or something, because then it just starts buzzing. So anyways, yeah, we'll push that in there, run over here, push the button, try not to get crushed on the way back. And then we're gonna push this back into place. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Yeah, make sure you keep pushing until it actually locks into place. Don't do what I did. One time I thought it was gonna end and then I just stopped pushing. Was that during Chris? That might have been during Chris's run, it wasn't during Jill's. Yeah, I do plan on releasing a Chris run. It's probably not gonna be no damage though. I think I mostly just did the no damage on this because I've never really done them before, and I just wanted to see if I could do it. Spiders. Let's get the hell out of here quickly. There's shotgun shells to the right, but they're not worth getting, I think. Just run through, get to the door. There's gonna be a dagger right here on this floor. So I'm gonna switch to the stun gun for this. So I want to make sure that this guy doesn't grab me. So I'm gonna run in there, just taser him, and then try to run to the switch real quick before that guy gets into the area where he can start grabbing us. But if he does, you can just use a stun gun on him as well. Luckily he pukes at me. So when I did that, because I was hoping to get grabbed, you know, from the front. But I'll take that. Save the stun gun. So we do this, we're just gonna kite this guy around the table. Well, I guess we'll run around the table while he just figures out what he's doing. But he got finessed. So when we get up here, just walk around the corner. Try not to run, because we don't know where the zombie's gonna be around this corner. don't go that way. Luckily he was already in the back of the room, so I just ran behind him. Because if you remember in the previous video, if you run behind zombies, they usually spend all their time trying to turn around and grab you. So we got some nice goodies in here. Got a battery for later. Got another battery pack for our stun gun. Then we got a box of shotgun shells and magnum rounds. Yippee. Plenty of magnum rounds. I do remember, I think I had like 9 by the end of this run. Luckily that zombie's going to be down at the other end of the hall, so we don't really have to worry about him. We unlocked the door, now we're going to make ourselves back to the murder hallway, but luckily we're not staying in here. Woo! So when we... Where am I going? This does not look familiar to me. Hold on, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was that I was doing down here. I don't remember. Was I supposed to come down to this item box? Man, yeah, I'm really confuzzled. I usually had to, like, for the most part, I have this whole route and stuff, like, committed to memory. But I don't remember this. I'm pretty sure there's a reason I'm here. Obviously. Probably trying to fit more stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. How did I forget this? We're preparing for the second yawn fight. Oh, I'm such a goofball. I just keep forgetting. Yeah, that's why. We were grabbing the grenade launcher so we can prepare for the next yawn fight. I'm special. Yeah, okay, see, I remember. I thought, like, we were gonna immediately go get the gems. That was my first thought, was like, get the gems and then we'll go to the box, but no. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to push this twice. We'll hit the light switch. Then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna push this one twice. Then we'll climb up top, and then we'll kind of slowly hedge towards the... Yeah. Enough for us to grab the jewel before the bird locks it up. He did it for me, though. I pressed forward once too many times. You only really need to do it twice. Just press forward twice, and it should be enough for you to get the yellow gem. Then we'll grab this knife, the dagger. Then we're gonna jump up here and grab this red jewel before he swings around. Get the red gem. Don't worry about that, that's handgun ammo. I kept thinking it looked like a battery pack. It was throwing me off. Yeah, I kind of think we could have gotten those gems before we went down to this item box and saved ourselves the trip, basically. Because we did have two slots available. We probably could have grabbed those gems and then come down here to that item box. So I forgot to drop the shotgun rounds off. Or shotgun shells. Since we're not going to need them. I'm pretty sure we're going to leave the yellow gem behind too. We should be leaving the book. Or no, we're saving that for later. No, we wanted to put the book somewhere else in the other box. Not that one. Yeah, so when you pick up the yellow gem, when you come through here, those hunters will bust through those windows. Try to move quickly. That guy almost grabbed me. And I think it would have been a back grab too. I should have used the alt controls. You swing faster than if you use the tank controls. So we're going to come in here and use yellow gem because we're going to get the Mo disc. Good lord, I'm only 15 minutes into this. Alright. So I got a long way to go. Just run behind this zombie. Oh, he didn't even spin around. He just decided he was going to walk forward. So yeah, that guy that we shot earlier when we were going into the piano room, if you didn't decap him, he should be, obviously he's going to be a Crimson Head, but we don't have to worry about him because we'll be out the door before he even gets close to us. I'm pretty sure we're going to go in that hallway one more time. And he's going to be hot on our heels. He probably won't catch you because he's going to be all the way at the end of that hall. You'll be out the door before he even gets close to you. That's how it is for most of these. Very harmless. Unless you were going down towards the kitchen, which you wouldn't even need to be doing. So I'm equipping the grenade launcher now. Because we're going to use it in this room to take out a zombie. Which you probably don't even really need to. You could just run around in a circle. But better safe than sorry. We'll just kill this guy. Make sure you don't use the acid rounds though. Grab that jewelry box and then we're going to put the red gem in it. We'll have to solve a slight puzzle. This one's pretty self-explanatory. There's probably a few ways you could solve this puzzle. You can copy it the way that I'm doing it, or... But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Good thing I'm not speedrunning, otherwise I would lose a lot of time on this puzzle. Every time, probably. Yeah, I should have been hitting like confirm twice to move on to the next piece. This will give us an emblem key, or the... I know there's a name for this key, but I can't remember it. Oh well. Not important. Wonder how much time I would have shaved off my video if I actually went through and edited all the door animations out of it. 10 minutes, maybe? Nah, that's too much. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to go back through that hallway again. Because we're trying to take the safest route possible back to the item box to drop off some more stuff. This is the safest way to do it. No. The safest way to get back to Yawn. Sorry. That's where we're headed. Going there to fight Yawn. Yeah, as I said, that Crimson Head will be chasing after you. I always had these things with horror games. Like, I don't like being chased. I've always hated that. But I guess that's the idea, right? Really plays on your anxiety. I know, I'm trying to fill the silence so you don't have to listen to the buzzing in the background. I know, I'm just rambling on at this point. before I explain the next tidbit, because, you know. So we're going to get to the door. We're going to put the acid rounds into the grenade launcher and equip that. Prepare for the on fight. So once you get over here, he's gonna bust through the window. And as soon as you're able to, fire at him 3 times, and then turn around. Climb down the ladder, then you're gonna run and wait until the camera angle changes, and then you're gonna aim up. You wanna arc it. The reason why is because I believe in the HD remaster they made it so that the range of the grenade launcher is not as much as it was in like the GameCube version of this game. So in order for you to even hit Yawn, you have to aim up. So don't panic too much. You have plenty of time to get the shot lined up. And even if you miss, you can shoot him again, obviously. You'd probably be able to get 2 shots off before you'd have to move before he attacks you. And Yawn with his stupid hitboxes, he'll probably hit you. He's hit me when I'm like behind him. Yeah, so that takes care of the on fight. I don't know what I'm doing here. Wasting time, that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna head back. Except now we're gonna round this corner. And we're gonna try to hurry up and get out of there before that Crimson Head attacks us. So a little tip that you can do is when you're rounding that corner, you can be holding the confirm button to open the door. So that way, like on the basically on the first possible frame, you'll exit that door, and you should be able to exit that before that Crimson Head attacks you. So I'm gonna walk around here as close as I can to get that hunter aggro, because it takes 1 acid round to kill them, and then I'm going to book it before that hunter decides that he wants to join the party. So we're gonna go through this door, and then I'm just gonna exit back so that hunter goes back to his original position. And as long as you don't shoot a gun or anything in that room, that hunter will be harmless. So even if we go down the stairs and back to that save room, he won't aggro us. So we only need to kill that one. Save me the acid round. Although you probably didn't really need to do that, because I think that acid round causes a inventory issue for me later on. I had to make a choice on something. So we're gonna do a few more things first. Then we're gonna drop off the blue book and the red book, because we still have some more items we want to pick up. Really? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd drop off even the grenade launcher too. I don't think I'd need that. Oh no. No, yeah, see, this was the inventory issue, I think. Now I'm sitting here trying to think. I'm all like, ah man, I wanted to take those shotgun shells with me, but I'm gonna end up having to, yeah, I end up passing on them. And that acid round too. Yeah, see, that buffer, that caused an inventory issue, but that's alright. So because yeah, we're not going to be coming back here. That's why I was trying to, yeah, I remember that's the item box, because we're trying to make sure that we take everything that we need. We're gonna head back to the other item box that we're actually gonna be using. For this hunter, you just run behind him. Because hunters are stupid and they like to scream before they do anything, so they basically turn around and they're like, "Who touched me?" And then they yell. And then yeah, he does. If you move pretty quickly, you can get there before he even smacked you. But for the most part, that's safe. So yeah, we're heading back this way so we can get back to the other item box that we're eventually, yeah, that we're going to be dropping off the books and stuff in the Mo disc so we can go pick up some other stuff. Because yeah, with in real survival mode, the item boxes aren't linked, so you have to take what you want. Alright, for that hunter, yeah, he's just gonna scream. You'll be out the door before he even does anything, if you know exactly where you're going. I even think I save here too. You don't really need to. This save was kind of unnecessary. I think I just did it because I didn't want to like have to do this 26 minutes over again. Or a half hour. I was making progress, so I was all like, no, we're gonna save. Now, for the most part, you don't need the books. Just drop them off. You don't need and the Mo disc either. You won't need that for a while. We're gonna need the crank again, because we're gonna be going out into the courtyard again. I don't think we need the grenade launcher either. Yeah, that's what I thought. Are we taking the Magnum? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are, actually. Yeah, see, that's why I was debating whether or not I wanted to save here or not. But I do. By the end, I actually saved only 6 times? I think 5 or 6 times. You can probably get away with 4 if you're more confident than I am. Yes, we are taking the Magnum because where we're going, we're gonna need it. So, we're taking the Magnum and the shotgun. But first, we're gonna go in here. Because there's some stuff in here. Important stuff. So turn this light on. There's going to be shotgun shells in the cupboard to the left. To get the other metal object. And then there's also a battery pack. Can never have too much defense items. Especially for zombies. Yeah, for the most part, like, you just book it to the gallery door. That hunter just relatively is always going to be in that hallway. Yeah, see, that's the safest bet. Is just to run there, come back in, and then that way you can just run straight past him and you never have to worry about him. And he swipes at us. Because he's always going to scream. Yeah, so we're coming back here so we can go down into the cave, I guess, is what the word I'm looking for, maybe. The tunnels, the maze tunnels. Yeah, and since we killed that snake that's coiled up there, should be easier to take. Like, I know somewhat of the line, but for some reason, like, I don't do it perfectly. That snake always, that snake always gets me. Yeah, and coming back here, that's why we killed the dogs. So we don't have to worry about them. Use the battery here, go up the elevator. Then we're basically going to go back to the crank again. So we can raise the water. And then we'll be able to take the elevator back down so that way we can go to where we need to go. Yeah, so as I said, I was planning on doing a Chris run. Like, I did one. I did do one. Like, I already, like, recorded it and everything, but I ended up deleting it because, like, my early game was really good. Like, the only time I got hit was during the dogs at the very beginning of the game. And then I was, like, relatively really good up until about, like, the second fight to Yawn. And then for some reason I drew a blank when I was supposed to attack him, and I sat there and I wasted the opportunity. So then I was panicking. So I was like panicking trying to fight Yawn normally, and he was just sitting there hitting me, and it was just terrible, terrible fight. And then after that it was just like everything was bad. Black Tiger was a dick. He didn't do what I wanted him to do, so he ended up hitting me. Then I got poisoned, and it was just like, woo! As I spoiled, it got bad. The whole run got bad. I didn't want to get hit that much. I don't know, maybe I should have kept it, but then just posted it just so I could laugh. So I could laugh about it. Because it's kind of funny. I was like, remember where I was supposed to go? This way. Because we got a cutscene.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
We're taking the next crank from him. From Enrico. Don't worry about that, Hunter. He just bursts onto the scene and then yells at you. Has to make a big dramatic entrance. And just run right past him and you're out of there. Never have to go back in there again. Oh, what the hell is that? I love the way that hunter was moving. It looked like he was ice skating. That was weird. It was like, I could have probably easily gotten hit there if that hunter didn't aggro me sooner. I actually do believe this is the save I really wanted to make. Was down here. So we'll drop off the first crank because we're not going to need that anymore. Was it not? No, I was pretty sure. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely saving here. This is the save that I really wanted to make. So yeah, I ended up saving over that one. So, the reason why I did that is just because of what was coming up. Yeah, this is where I wanted to make the save because I was preparing for the Black Tiger fight, and I was unsure whether or not that was going to go smoothly or not. He's a pain in the ass. At least he can be. It was like, but due to Carcinogen's video, he has a nice little strat to get Black Tiger to kind of. You only really need to turn this crank once. I don't know why I did it 3 times. Well, I actually do know why, because the next time you use the handle, you do have to turn it 3 times. So I guess I was just kind of hardwired to do it 3 times. You only really need to turn it once. But anyways, yeah, with like Carcinogen's video, he has a nice little strategy on how to get past Black Tiger. Which generally works. That's actually worked for me. Because I ended up having... I did some practice, you know. Did some practice, of course, so I could... and it was pretty consistent, so... This always throws me off. You don't need to go to the end of the hallway, because... I think that's handgun ammo that's down there. Supposed to go right over here. So we're going to equip the Magnum here. And this is why we brought it with us. Alright. So this big creepy fucker who's the stuff of nightmares is going to come down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit down left on the analog stick, and then he should rush us just like that. And he'll whiff. And then we'll fire 4 times. Then I'm going to turn around and grab the knife. And then I'm going to leave the room and then come back in. But I was trying not to get, like, spit on by this spider up on the roof. And not get hit by those little tiny spiders. So yeah, like, the reason why I did this is so it clears the whole room. So you don't have the little tiny spiders and you don't have the other spider on the ceiling in the way. Like, you could just run over here and just, you know, quickly try to knife the webbing off the wall, but that spider mate on the roof will just basically be like harassing you the whole time, so better safe than sorry. And then also, like, when you kill Black Tiger, when his, like, I guess when his ass explodes, if you're behind him when that happens, there's a good to fair chance that you may get hit by it and get poisoned, and that's no bueno. No bueno. And so yeah, that's just one of the reasons why I reset that room. Why it's just better just to reset that room. So this is the one where you're going to want to turn the crank 3 times. In order to get that rock up there to move. That's kind of what you want to do. Then we have another puzzle. Yeah, pretty much that whole save that I did was just for Black Tiger. So you push this 4 times. So basically what we're trying to do is get this statue flipped around. So we can put it in that little indentation, or yeah. So you push it here, get on there to spin it around. Not really much to say about it. I pushed it farther than I needed to. Just because it's like, every time I'm on there I push it forward and then I just end up spinning around. It's just a little tiny time waster, but it's not a big deal. Like, I'm gonna spin here. Whee! Yeah. You may need to do some adjustments. Like a glove. Get the cylinder. Then we're basically going to backtrack to the item box. Is having one of those brain farts again? I always just wonder that, because like when I'm moving and then I just stop suddenly. Probably because I'm trying to remember what I was supposed to be doing. Boy, I'd make a great speedrunner. Joking. Yeah, see? Run over. Time to restart. Movement is terrible. 2 out of 10. Yeah, so once we get to the item box, we're going to drop off this knife. And then we'll also drop off the crank. Because we're not going to be needing those anymore. There's really not that much to think about, just those 2 items. We do not want to leave anything else behind. We want to take that for the rest of the game. Don't worry about these hunters in this room, just run behind this dude. He screams and then he tries skating at you. Yeah, make sure you open that first. Because you need to combine the cylinder with the shaft. Put it in there. The code for this is going to be 4231. That's the same every playthrough, doesn't change. Then we're gonna get a cutscene.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
the hell is that sound? It could be a person. Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
This one where I actually skipped the door? Huh. Weird. Yeah, so what we do is when we go in there, turn left to get her to spawn over there, and then we're gonna run all the way around to this door. This is a nice little thing where you can kind of basically manipulate where Lisa spawns in that room to prevent her from basically getting into your way, because she will. It's like what she does is that she basically spawns wherever like the camera changes the first time, so that's why if you run to the left when you get that camera change, that's where she's gonna be, because I guess like her whole thing is basically just to be like, she spawns where you're gonna go, so she's supposed to cut you off. So we'll do it again. We'll do that same thing again. It's also a very helpful trick to do an invisible enemy as well. So we'll come down here and you can see her spawn to the left, and then we will basically run back to the way we came. Make sure you go straight ahead and not towards your left. Or yeah, because I did that one time and basically I trapped myself. Come back into the room and Barry's gonna leave us behind. Oh no. How could he? So we'll push this box like 9 or 10 times, I think, to get us into the position that we need. I lost track, otherwise I would have been able to confirm that. I looked away for 1 second. It's alright, you just get till about here and it's totally fine. We crush that box and look at that, it's a flamethrower. Alright. So let's go pick it up. Oh, well, it's broken. Darn it. I know that sounded so sincere, right? I tried to get the shock and awe. Didn't really work. It's alright. There'd probably be no reason to use a flamethrower anyways. I mean, yeah, but then you're thinking, like, really? You can think of 100 ways to use a flamethrower in an apocalypse, in a zombie apocalypse. So we'll come in this room and we'll basically do the same thing we did before. Get her to spawn on the left, only this time or now we're going to hit the switch. Then we're going to run all the way back around, and then this time we're going to go down the stairs. And just kind of be careful because maybe she can turn around and cut you off there at that T section, so just be mindful of that. Then we'll put the broken flamethrower there, and then we'll move on. And we're basically getting to the end of this section here. Still got about 5 more minutes. That's good, I'm running out of things to say. And hopefully the ringing wasn't too annoying. Probably drove you insane. You probably exited the video like 5 minutes into it, maybe even less. And nobody's here right now. I'm talking to myself like a madman. So basically all that's left is that we're going to head back to the mansion, and we're going to drop off the two metal objects that we have into the door that will lead into the final area of the game. But we're not going to go there yet. We're just dropping them off because I think there's like just a little bit more that we want to grab in the mansion before we move on. Just be mindful of the zombie again. His back's usually always turned towards you, so. Only this time when we come in here, there's going to be zombies in there. But the thing of it is, there's plenty of room to move past them. I just take a wide bird past them. That zombie didn't even react. He's too busy daydreaming. Yeah, so just hold forward and you can get through there. No problem at all. But yeah, if you really did stick around to the end of this video, even with all the ringing, I applaud you. You're a gentleman, or gentleman and a scholar. And I appreciate it. War lady and a scholar. There you go. Yeah. Then we're gonna pick up that stone metal object because we're not gonna be going back this way. I think I just died. Oh no. I was checking how much time I was on my recording, I believe. Yeah, so this guy's going to... That hunter won't be in that hallway as usual. He'll be out in the bigger hallway. So we'll just run to the gallery and then run back in. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Never mind. I forget, we're going to drop off the objects first. Then I believe I'm going to save again. And end the recording pretty soon. Yeah, because we're gonna want to go back to the one item box so we can go pick up the grenade launcher so we can take that with us. And then, oh yeah, we also need the books, so. Man, wouldn't you imagine if you actually went through that door and you left everything that you needed behind? I mean, you can't backtrack once you take care of that segment, but that would be just, oof. That would be rough. Not especially if you were doing like a no-save run. Nah, that would just kill a lot of time. It wouldn't kill the run unless you were actually, you know, trying to get the fastest time possible. Alright, so we're going to be back to the item box here, and then we're going to pick up everything that we left behind. But I'm going to save first. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in even with all the buzzing, and I will see you guys in the next part. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys later. Peace.